Hello folks, my name is DSG Darkwatch, and today I'm going to bring you a little spy gameplay. This probably isn't my best footage, but you know what? It's me being a spy. I think we can all agree. Spy isn't the easiest class to play. Let me tell you a little bit about what I've got. I've got the spy sickle, as you can see, and I just failed at stabbing there. I've got the spy sickle, the stock revolver, and the dead ringer. Now I am using the red tape recorder for a sapper. Let me go ahead and start with the first thing I said, the spy sickle. The spy sickle is a very different kind of knife. And I say different because if you're getting hunted by a pyro and they're coming at you full force, like just, I guess you could say that W plus M1 pyro. And they're just running at you, you can just pull out the spy sickle, let them hit you, and for 2 seconds, you're invulnerable to fire damage. You don't take any kind of fire damage at all. Downside is, you lose your knife. So for about 15 seconds, you can't backstab. Now, I do something a little weird here, and I'm just like, oh shit, okay, I think he saw me, so what do? Instead of just looking at him, I look back at my teammates, make him think I'm on his team. He buys it, because he doesn't turn his attention to me. Of course, he's got a demo man and a scout running at him. He doesn't really need to worry about a spy. Let me let you in on a little secret that I like to do. Face towards your team. When you're playing a spy and you're disguised, most times it's best if you look back at your teammates. Put your back towards the enemy. Because when you backpedal, it's not very often that the enemy team is going to suspect you're a spy. They're going to think you're just a retreating teammate that needs a moment to get back. However, this can also play into your disadvantage, especially if there's a backburner pyro. Well, since the backburner does 100% crits, just like, see what I did right there? I just popped it and ran away. Spy sickle, I'm sorry, I'm good to cutting out. But that's what I was talking about. I just popped it, I was holding the knife, ran into a pyro, he lit me on fire, I just ran away. I quickly used the stock revolver. Now, the stock revolver is just that. It's just the stock revolver, what you start out with. That's it. The dead ringer, which I'm sure a lot of people know, but those of you who do not know what the dead ringer is, the dead ringer lets you fake your death. In return, it drops a ragdoll of your body, and you go completely invisible. It's an instant blink. There is no blink time, as it's called, the point where you're turning invisible. It's instant. The downside is you can only use it when it's full. Well, as we all know, dead ringer spies are easily to pick out because a lot of times, at least they used to, a lot of dead ringers would just run. They would just run at you and expect to die. I'm not doing that. I'm disguising first and then I'm running in. And right there I did something a little different. I actually knew I was going to get shot, so I waited. And I'm surprised this guy didn't hear me right here. I'm just like, okay, backstab, run. Anyway, I waited right there for a reason, because when I got shot, my dead ringer would proc, meaning I would have time to genuinely get away and he wouldn't have been able to hurt me. So I felt pretty safe. Now, the downside to using this weapon really bad, or I should say, the downside to using this weapon a lot of times, or cloak, is that when you don't have it, you feel like you're missing one of the spy's most vital things, because the spy isn't very strong on his own. What do I mean by that? He only has 125 health, and he can go down the quickest, probably because his stabs are not the strongest. You can stab as a spy, but unfortunately, your stab only does maybe 30 to 40 damage at most, as opposed to your revolver. That's why you'll see a lot of times in this, I quickly switch back to my revolver, and then back to my knife once I know I'm fully disguised. It's because as a spy, if you ever get into a situation, you want to make sure you're using your gun, because your gun does a lot more damage. And, lesser known fact, the first shot of your revolver, when you pull it out, is the most accurate. And here I'm just trolling this guy. I know it's bad of me. By the way, I am using a different style of the game. As you notice, all the shell shades are all the textures are different. I'm using a command called mat underscore pong, PHONG space 0. This takes away some of the texture detail, but it makes the game run a little bit smoother. And that's how I was able to play this. My recording device has been messing up a lot, but you know, unfortunately, have to deal with it till I get a better one. I will, at least. Anyway, this is just some quick picks I got, and I just wanted to bring you a quick spy gameplay post update, the big update. Now, another interesting little thing I wanted to note about the Dead Ringer is that it's now changed. Instead of a constant duration where it would just slow down, tick away slowly, it actually, yeah, I just kind of derped there for a minute, and I was talking to a friend. But anyway, back on the Dead Ringer. The Dead Ringer actually has a new thing in it. When you get hit while under the effects of the Dead Ringer, it takes away some of the Dead Ringer's cloak, meaning the more you get hit, the quicker it drains. This makes it so that way, while you still have cloak, you can, if you run over something, like you run over an ammo box, because it used to be before that, you would before that, if you got hit, once the normal runtime went out, and you got hit, it would be for full damage. Now, if you get hit, no matter when, as long as there's still charge on your Dead Ringer and you're under its effect, you take 90% less damage, but your charge duration goes down. And I just decided to get the hell out of here, because I'm like, I am not going to be doing much. Now, the Spy Sickle is one of those, I want to say it's one of those aggressive weapons, and right there is what I'm talking about. The pistol is very powerful. The Spy Sickle is a very aggressive weapon. It's a very pyro aggressive weapon. So you have to be careful how you use it and when you pull it out. See, I'm only pulling it out when I'm disguised, because I don't want the pyro, because I know there was a pyro on this team a little bit ago. If he finds me, I don't want him to, you know, just come at me barrels blazing. Also, as opposed to, and I want to say this with the revolver as well. With the revolver, I'm trying, when I'm not disguised, or I'm going through the disguise phase, I want to make sure that I have a way to defend myself that isn't just running up and shanking someone, as it's been known, or just stabbing someone. If I'm going to stab someone, I want them to die. I want it to be a backstab. That's what I really want to go for. Now, I know I'm saying now a lot, but still, we get over it. One of the big things about Spy is when you get shot by an enemy, ignore it. Try to ignore it as long as you can. But if you're too low on health, just pop it. If you've got your Dead Ringer, pop the Dead Ringer. Else, try and turn on them and shoot, because your cover is blown. Because as a spy, that's what you're doing. You're going undercover, and you're trying to get them to follow you or believe that you're on their team. Once you do that, you've got it made. But the moment someone figures out that you're a spy, you're a spy, you've got to be able to make that call of, okay, turn around and shoot now, or run away. Well, in a lot of these cases, you'll notice that I just, instead of turning around and looking at them, I actually just took the shot and I just kind of ran on, like this. I knew my cover had been blown right there, so I'm like, alright, take the Dead Ringer out and run away. There was a time before that where there was a scout shooting at me. Instead of just being, you know, okay, I've been discovered, I went with it for a minute. And here, it's just a few tips I wanted to bring you guys on me playing Spy. I know I'm not the best spy in the world, as you saw. Anyway, before this video gets too lengthy, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to try and put out some more videos. If you like what you saw, leave a comment, let me know what you think, tell me how I can make it better. This has been DSG and Darkwatch, and I am out.